Here's a quick little tour of the LiveSectional. This is the Atlanta sectional, both the north and the south parts. We combine that there in the middle there. Kind of hard to see the seam. The frame is not yet finished. We got some trim we're going to put around the edges. But we epoxied over the map, and as you can see, the neopixels are there where the airports would be, like down here in Atlanta. Several neopixels there. Right now the system service is shut down. I'll start the service. I'll do just a basic rainbow animation to test all the LEDs are working. And we wipe those clean. We go out and fetch all the latest METARs from the aviationweather.gov service, and indicates here with green lights, which are VFR, even down to red lights, which are low IFR conditions. And each one of those is an airport that is reporting. If we have a white LED, like that one right there, that one is an airport that is not currently reporting the category, even though it may be reporting ceilings and visibility. That station may not be reporting the category at the current time. I'm going to look at rewriting the method to look at the actual visibility and ceilings and kind of interpret what the condition should be, what the category should be based upon that. But that'll be later on. I'll do that. But right now, we just get the category from the XML itself. And likewise, on shutdown, I'm using systemd to manage the Python. This right now will update. It runs as Python daemon every 10 minutes. Updates, goes out and fetches the latest flight categories and updates. And the way I did my neopixel strings is I put the strip.show declarative. I put that after my for loop that goes out and collects all the categories and sets the colors. And then I do the strip.show one time, so that way I don't get this weird wiping effect when it updates. Some of the other code that I've seen, you can see as the for loop progresses, you can see each light change color, and then they'll do a strip.show to update the light. So what happens is you get this weird wiping as the LEDs update. Even though the category may not have changed, these lights may all still be green, but they'll flash off and then back on as that strip.show iterates through. So what I've done is I put the strip.show out of that for loop, and then we build the colors for each neopixel. We build that into the object, and then I just do a single update on the strip, and that way you don't get that wiping effect. So essentially every 10 minutes these lights will only change if their category changes, so you don't get that weird wiping effect. So it's a really neat way of doing it. So if you're looking at doing it, that may be how you want to do it, is keep that strip.show out of your loop. That way you can, when you update your entire string, you're only updating the colors that are actually changed, and that makes it a little bit more friendly. But on shutdown, this is what I've got the string doing. It goes out and stops the Python daemon, and then we do a wipe to clear off the LEDs, because here's something that a lot of people you may not have realized is if you shut down the Raspberry Pi without wiping the LEDs, if the LEDs have power, they're going to keep shining whatever their last state was. So if you don't change that state, that color it'll stay green or whatever its last state was. Even if the Raspberry Pi is shut down and powered off, if the string of lights have got power going to them, they're going to stay that color. I didn't care too much for that. So in the systemd shutdown service file, I've got where it goes out and just does a basic wipe. It changes all the colors, turns all the LEDs off, sets the color to 0 essentially, and the brightness to 0, and turns the LEDs off. So I'll do the animation one more time. This will be as if the Raspberry Pi was booting up. Again, we just do rainbow animations just to test all the LEDs. I think I cycle through this 5 times, and then I do a wipe, and then it goes out and gets the latest METARs. That's a little quick rundown.